So this woman gets on tonight's conversation talking about how she fell out of love with her husband because he's no longer providing financially like he used to.
Help me understand.
Y'all, I can't make this up. Then this woman goes on to say she links back up with an ex and he is expecting a baby and she wants to basically run off into the sunset with this ex and his new baby, y'all. Girl, what are we talking about? Y'all, let's get into this clip. Thank y'all for watching.
What do you do when you have fell out of love with your husband for not providing and have fallen back in love with your ex who is currently having a baby but is willing to risk it all?
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
I'm gonna be quick, cause you at the wrong podcast.
We laughing.
I would absolutely hate to be your husband.
You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. You ain't lied.
Right.
It's just wild work to me. You're willing to leave your husband for another that got a baby on the way. That
Is
crazy
not,
work.
No, let me correct that. That is not why I'm leaving my husband. What I left him for was because he was not able to provide for me. This was something that has been going on for a year and a half.
Was he ever able to provide?
A year and a half? That's a season.
So yes, I married him because he was able to provide. He was there to he was able.
Out of here.
You said a year and a half. That's a season. You ain't even giving him a chance to overcome whatever he was going through. You supposed to help him through that. You know what I'm saying?
How long?
Look, we don't need to see any more. We don't need to hear nothing else. Now, let me say this before y'all become keyboard warriors down in the comment section, especially some of you ladies. Women caring about provision is normal. I'm married. I would not have married an unproductive man, period. But that's not why I married my husband. Because if your love can disappear the second that money changes, then what exactly was the marriage built on besides comfort? Because guess what? Life happens, layoffs happen, slow seasons happen, financial hardship happen. People may have a health issue that can happen. Now, if a man is just lazy, abusive, reckless, cheating, doesn't want to do anything, doesn't want to work, refusing to make any type of improvements to himself for the long term, that's a totally different story. But from her mouth, all of this sounded financial. We didn't hear anything else that this man could have been doing. Instead of her saying, how can we get through this together? She's trying to figure out how to run back to her ex, who is actually attached to another woman because he's expecting and they're expecting a baby. Y'all, none of that sounds logical. It all sounds emotional, and it sounds like she's chasing relief. And this is exactly why we see a lot of conversations and a lot of side-eyeing around dating and marriage, because of situations like this that we see right here. And that's why it gets messy when you start talking about exes, keeping them around as friends. Because the second that the marriage is uncomfortable, things don't continue the way that you think they should go and that you expect them to go, guess who she ran back to? The ninja that she kept in her back pocket. So that definitely tells me that that emotional door was never closed when it should have been closed well before her and her husband were getting to know each other and really getting serious. She should have dared that completely. But we know why she didn't do that, because she wanted to see if anything was to go awry, things didn't pan out the way she thought, or in the slightest inconvenience, she was gonna creep with the ex. It's not giving a woman that's fully invested in her marriage. It's definitely her keeping a backup plan. And we're going to keep it real here, because most women would lose their mind if their husband, even if their boyfriends, were reconnecting with an ex because money got tight or life got stressful. Especially if he started talking about, she just understands me, or I fell out of love, or we reconnected emotionally. But most women would call that disrespectful, right? And for many men, respect equals love. A man can survive financial stress and hardship. A man can rebuild. But knowing another man was able to enter into your relationship because you allowed that, because you were crossing boundaries and being disrespectful, you can't recover from that. That definitely changes the dynamics of the entire relationship. You let another man know that your man is struggling financially. That's low blow right there. So this is another reason why so many men will comment in my comment section and tell me stories of situations that they have gone through and why they are so hesitant about marriage today. Not because this one woman here is representative of all marriages and relationships, because she's not. Because stories like this reinforce fears that people, particularly men, already have. If something happens and I fall on hard times as the man of the house for 1 or 2 years, will my wife still be down, or will she quietly be shopping around for the next best thing? I am pro marriage, but I am not pro staying with somebody, and this is for men or women, who has emotionally checked out, entertaining exes, disrespecting you publicly as well as privately, and moving in bad faith. Because once another person has entered the marriage emotionally, the trust is cracked, is broken. There's no recovering from that. Now, your spouse is no longer just dealing with that hardship, but they're also dealing with humiliation too. If that man didn't know what was going on before, he knows today. And this entire conversation sounds like somebody who enjoyed and benefited from what marriage provided more than the actual responsibility of being married. Because vows sound real good till you have to actually honor those vows in real time. Now, do too many people leave marriages once life gets uncomfortable? Do people keep backup plans while pretending to be committed? And at what point should financial hardship become a reason to leave? All right, let me know what y'all think down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share, and hype the video too. Thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.
Did you guys get a divorce?
Because I really wanted something different. It's very unfortunate because he was the most loving, kind person. I had all the love and support that I could have ever wanted. But I think I went through a period wanting money. Like I wanted to be with someone and be at a different level. And I saw him work all of the time. It's
resources, fellas, resources. A lot of women out here don't really want you. They just want what you can provide for them. That's why you must always chase your purpose and excellence, because at any moment, your wife or girlfriend can leave.
I left my husband for another man. Karma is hitting me. I made a choice that I thought was about love and a better relationship, a better future. I left my husband, the person who had committed to me, for someone else. Oh, and how this new man encouraged me, showing me that I deserve better. My husband wasn't perfect. He didn't fully meet my needs, didn't want to change, and I often felt unseen. But I now know he would never do something like this. Then this other man came along, exciting, loving, had a better education, a better job. He was smart and felt like I'd found a one. He helped me cooking, helped me around the house, treated me with all love because I deserve everything, he said. He had these amazing plans for us, and at the time it felt real. A house, a baby, a life together. We rented a house, bought a car, personalized our living room, our bedroom, got kitchen appliances, everything. It felt like we were building a life together, and I trusted it completely. We were long distance and trying to find ways for me to move or him to join. He packed everything and brought over from another country. But now he's gone. After 8 months, suddenly the future we built in my mind doesn't exist. He tells me our age gap is too much, that he doesn't see a future without losing himself, that he stopped doing your hands like me, that he stopped doing the things he enjoyed because he wanted to talk to me. He says the relationship with his daughter is bad because he gave me too much attention. I'm just shocked, but this is karma. He's far and doesn't talk much. Slowly, I'm starting to realize that maybe this is just a way for him to make leaving easier. I've left a committed relationship for someone who ultimately isn't willing to fight for us in the end. And now I'm here, heartbroken, trying to figure out how to live with my choice, my sadness, and the painful realization.
Oh my God.
Y'all, I really just fumbled one of the most sweetest men that I have ever met. When y'all come into these dating relationships, y'all really gotta have y'all shit together. Especially when you got a good person by your side, a person that's willing to deal with your bullshit. And when I say a person that's willing to deal with your bullshit, some of y'all gotta understand the difference between consistently causing drama and chaos in somebody's life and just the day-to-day BS that you got going on. So we have finally got to a space in our relationship where things was really going smooth. And because I had so much shit going on in my life and I did not know how to regulate my emotions, I ended up losing a good man. Not only that, my attitude, my mood swings was off the roof. And yes, y'all gonna say like, oh, well, that's what comes with being a girl. No, you need to learn how to control that. Because everybody is not gonna want to deal with your attitudes and your mood swings all the time. Y'all, it really took me to be selfless and to understand that if I did not give our relationship a break, I would literally have been his downfall. If we stay together, I may be the reason why we break up and probably never talk again. And I could really sit here and take accountability for the simple fact that I was really the problem. And now that I know that, I'm going to work on myself because I know that I want this man and I'm going to get what I want.